7 years ago, when gunning for his 30th title, Hakuho took himself to the edge of Lake Biwa to seek inspiration from Nagahama Castle. As he confirmed his yokozuna's view of the world from up high, he urged student Ishiura to feel something for the feats of his Japanese forefathers. "Here is where Toyotomi Hideyoshi brought Japan together," the yokozuna said, "and here is where I vow to continue holding sumo together." At that stage, I doubt he meant until 2021, yet here he still is, joint leading the title race and energizing fans. A run of torpid bouts on a hot and draining afternoon had given Day 14 a very end-of-tournament feel. Until this happened. And that, I believe, was the result of the chain reaction triggered by Ura's surprise return to the headline bouts. When he walked out fourth from last in his shining cherry blossom belt for the first time in years, he was greeted like a long-lost son, and easily inspired to topple Komusubi Meisei. Ura was simply a picture of delight as his car turned out of the castle gates tonight. Ura's rousing reception occurred in full view of Terunofuji, waiting in the wings ahead of his biggest July bout thus far. Extend his winning run to 14 this time, and yokozuna promotion would be even more assured than it already is. He strode down that walkway, determined to secure some affection for himself, and the crowd did its utmost to lift him with fervent applause. Standing in his way then was Takayasu, who had beaten him 9 times in 10 before Teru turned the tables in May. Could the yokozuna in waiting make it 2 in a row over Taka, and 1 giant leap towards the coveted white belt? He could! When it mattered, he could. Striking by its absence was one of those mighty Takayasu parries. Teru's left shoulder held very firm today, aided by solid diagonal stance, and a big left parry of his own proved the clincher. Of not just this match, but yokozuna promotion, surely. And all in front of the existing yokozuna, title rival Hakuho. Takayasu, incidentally, after such a fine start, must now win tomorrow to keep his Sekiwake rank. He must also placate Mitakeumi. Which meant that Hakuho, for the 14th day straight, played catch-up. This time against hapless ozeki Shodai. And doubtless with an eye on tomorrow's showdown, he made sure Teru went home with plenty of food for thought. What's this? A leaf from the playbook of Ura? You betcha. Despite his Hideyoshi comparisons, I'm not sure he unites with sumo like that. My ears certainly heard boos. and Chairman Hakuho publicly condemned the oddball tactics, suggesting they belong to far weaker men. But the dominant response in the arena today was one of applause, as fans celebrate the return of a Hakuho looking so good and so cocky that, just like good old times, they actually want him to lose. Onward he goes then to the title decider with Terunofuji tomorrow, the first all-unbeaten final match since July 2012, when an injured Hakuho lost to Terunofuji. The 44-time champion will appear in far finer shape tomorrow, and having warned Teru today that he could throw just about anything at him. Hakuho's desperate plea for good solid belt sumo may well go unheeded. Or perhaps today was meant to distract Teru from the good solid belt sumo Hakuho is himself planning. Which of sumo's two finest fighters will rule Nagoya Castle tomorrow? Please join me for one final July 2021 adventure to find out.